Hey guys, Danny Johnson here, and I'm very excited to have some new front tires on the '04 Cobra. I went with the Nitto NT555, the G2s, and I had Nittos on the car on the rear when I first got it, 315 drag radials that were bald. So I like the Nitto brand, and I was going to do Mickey Thompson's. Justin SVT said that he has several on his car, but they kind of look very pasty, and they don't shine up very well. So I like the Nitto brand, and I went ahead and went with them. They're not a drag radial on the front, just a summer tire. The rear, I still have my Mickey Thompson ET Street drag radials, and these ones have a tread wear of 000. So that's so soft you can basically scratch the tire off with your fingernails. The Nittos are treadwear 320, so they're soft. I think it's the perfect thing to have up front, and they are Z-rated, which it did not say in the description, so I'm glad that I have the at least 150 mile an hour rating, but I think later I saw the specs said it was 168 mile an hour. Don't really plan to be up that high, but it's good to have high performance tires. Previously, the car had the Falcon tires on it, and they did really well. I didn't really mind them, but they were definitely getting down real low. And if the date code, if I'm reading this right, that's the 32nd week of 2009, so they were very old tires. And so that was my main concern. I was ready to get something that was better. And I like taking the wheels off the car, popping out the center caps. So not installed. I took a little measurement here, and they came in at about 10-30 seconds, which what you'd expect for a brand new tire, but it seems like it has plenty of tread depth there. Usually I thought around 8-30 seconds was new. The old tires, it was almost not even coming up. It was like 2-30 seconds, so they were really worn out. So I wanted to take my truck and take the wheels in, because I've had lug nuts cross-threaded, and just I don't like the car being driven around by other people. So again, I like to knock that center cap out myself for them to balance it. So I put the car up securely on jack stands. I had it very good so it wouldn't fall when I was gone, and just wanted to have a good fun time taking the tires in, stress-free. And it was getting a little bit later in the day, so I was kind of worried that they wouldn't be able to have the tires done just as a walk-in. So I loaded them up anyway, and we went on our way. Now, one thing I did want to do was remove this pound-on weight, which I was upset. Luckily, it was only on one wheel, but I didn't want them jerking around with it with pliers and scratching anything. So I was very careful with a microfiber towel to finally pry that off. I've waited 10 or more years to have that gone, and luckily underneath it shined up really well. There was no scratches, just some dirt left behind. And the tire shop did a really good job. I gave them special instructions to make sure that they were directional for the placement of which way the tire needed to go. Also talked to them about using only the stick-on weights, and they did really well. So they were in and out really quick. And as I was looking at them, do you notice the stripes on the left tire there? It has different colors. I had seen that before, didn't really think much of it, so I'll show you kind of what I found out about that a little bit later. I thought it was odd that one tire had it and the other didn't. But anyway, I brought these home, and I also wanted to take this time to kind of clean them up. Now that they're off the car, it's a little easier to get in there. And so there is chrome on the inside as well. It's just usually covered in brake dust and everything like that. And it takes some effort to get this off. So I'm actually going to have to take these off again and come in here and really clean them up. So I've never driven the car in the rain or anything, but just over the years you get some grime buildup from brake dust and stuff like that. But look at the extra rubber on each of the sections here from the molding. I thought that was kind of odd, but anyway, I like doing everything, torquing it down, and just taking my time putting the tires on. and the car felt really good with new tires on it. It's just amazing how the softness of the tire, the extra tread depth and everything just makes that steering wheel just feel so much more smooth. It's almost like it's absorbing a lot of the bumps a lot better too, and maybe it's just in the back of my mind too. But anyway, I think the tires looked really good. I like the tread pattern on them. I think these will last a long time for me. The 555 Nittos, I did want to have something with more of a brand name on there, so I think they've turned out really good. And this was the most beautiful day that this could have happened to. It was the perfect temperature outside, no wind, and I'm just looking the tires over and enjoying everything. And that's when I saw on this side that it said that the tire was made in USA, and I thought, oh, that's cool. And then when I had got home, I kind of figured out something different, because I noticed the old tires were not made in the USA. And then I said, well, I thought that I had seen something like Japan on one of these tires, but when I looked back, I said, oh, it says USA right on it. So this is kind of what I found. All right, just installed Nitto 555 G2s on here. And, oh, look at that. Made in Japan. I could have sworn that I just saw the other one. Made in USA. That's interesting. I guess we'll have to see which tire does best. So, Japan spec Nitto 555 G2 has the lines. So the American-made one was the 24th week of 2024, fairly new. I didn't see the date on the other one, but it might be on the inside of the tire now, since they are directional. Both the same size, 275/40 ZR17, which is the factory Cobra size there for the 17 by 9 inch wheel. But what I did see was the stripes that were on there. That's just a way for them to kind of look at inventory as tires are being produced, to help sort them and look at them and stuff like that. So there's really no big difference there, just one factory versus the other. So that makes sense that it seems the US factory for some reason didn't need to be keeping track of this particular line of tire as much as the other one. And maybe the other one in Japan is a bigger company, like a bigger warehouse, or maybe they have to separate them to going to the US, or the different places that they're going. So anyway, I thought that was kind of cool. So let me know your thoughts. What tires do you run? And I'm just glad to have some nice tires on here, and it has a really nice smooth ride. And I'm going to look forward to driving the car a little bit more. So thanks for watching, and check the video description for more videos that are similar to this. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Thanks, guys.